Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. Every time I say that, that is a mouthful. Today we've got an absolutely insane battle. Of course, if there's going to be a battle that breaks my PC, this is probably going to be the one. Now, this is the final wave that the attackers have to break. This is what we're protecting as the defenders. It's 30 Golden Knights. Now, they are on top of this massive kind of citadel wall kind of thing. We've got archers protecting them, and then we have a massive line of dragons. We've got 25 dragons in total, I believe. There 25 dragons. I don't know quite how strong they are. I think they're insanely strong, so super strong defense. That said, though, we've then also got some archers here on the hill should any attackers break through this oncoming wall that I'll show you in a second. Then we've got a massive line of defenders. This is basically footmen, I believe they're called. Then we've got archers, catapults. And if we just go to this other gap in the wall here, we've got heavy knights, we've got archers, we've got more catapults. So we are very well defended. The only gap in the defense is actually here, but the enemy tends not to go through it. So we're just going to kind of ignore that. I mean, a few of them might trickle through, but these archers will probably just turn and just shoot them. Then out in the front, we've got another line of defense. We've got more catapults. We've got more heavy knights blocking all the entrances. We've got archers, we've got more heavy knights, and then we've got on the outside our biggest force, which is actually a load of footmen again. Then over here, we have footmen, massive line, another choke point, more heavy knights, more archers, more catapults. Then over on this side, even more defenders, more heavy knights, more archers, and then more catapults, and then more and more footmen. So an absolutely massive defense. Not only one layer of defense or two layers, we're talking 3, 4, even 5 layers if you include like the dragons and stuff like that before they finally get to the goal, which is the Golden Knights, the 30 Golden Knights. Now, what is the attacking force? Well, let's have a look at the attacking force. We've got to have an absolutely insane attacking force if they're going to break through all them different layers, or if they got any chance of breaking through them layers. We have 20,000 or just short of 20,000 Necrotics from Half-Life 2. Absolutely insane. They look a bit like Predator. They are the fast running ones as well, and they pretty much one-shot a lot of stuff, but they can also get thrust back by a lot of the infantry that we're seeing from the defending force as well. So massive group there, absolutely insane. They run lightning quick. If we go all the way over here, we've got smoke and stuff from where the war's been taking place. We've got a massive line of them here. We're going to press K to actually start the battle, and they're all going to begin running. Over here as well, masses upon masses. So whilst that defense looked impregnable, trust me, these Necrotics are going to have a whale of a time trying to get in. But will they actually break through and kill the Golden Knights? I actually have no idea. I've tried to balance it as much as I can. However, just from looking at stats without actually watching it all the way through in real time, you never know for sure quite what is going to happen. It's going to be close. I plan it to be as close as possible and as fair as possible. But will the Necrotics be able to break through and kill them all, or will they dwindle out because of these choke points? Whilst they've got the numbers, will they be able to actually break through these choke points where the catapults are, or already fighting going on there? This is the first wave that they have to overcome, which is basically the footmen, they're called. First wave of defense, or first wave of attack versus the first line of defense, rather. Catapults in action. I mean, when they hit a group of enemies, they do real damage. They kill a hell of a lot. But the thing is, there's so many Necrotics. Will they be able to defend against all of them? There's looking an insane amount of defenders, and already you can see the numbers there at the top left. However, it doesn't take into account quality of the units. So whilst a lot of footmen have already gone down and the numbers look like they're going down a hell of a fast, can't exclude these choke points. These choke points do mean a hell of a lot, and also it's the weaker units that are going down right now. As you can see, they're getting completely overwhelmed here on this right hand side. However, when the Necrotics come to fight in this choke point, how is that going to fare against the heavy knights? So far, no heavy knights has gone down. As I say that, the first few are falling, but the Necrotics look like they're taking heavy damage as well. But there is a hell of a lot of them. On this left side, again, they're swarming around it like ants, and they are trying to get through this layer of heavy knights. Archers and the catapults putting in some heavy damage, raining down fire and death upon these Necrotics. We've got loads and loads of dead bodies already. So just a reminder, then when they break through that, they have to kill all these archers, they have to kill all these catapults. They will then work their way through this little city. If they win on that side, they can probably help here by flanking, but will the AI do that? Can't be sure. The Necrotics are pushing through its main entrance, but there's also a huge entrance on that right side that we need to check out in a second. Here they're well and truly breaking through, but the defenders are holding out so far. But here was an absolutely massive force, but so far there's a massive chunk taken out of those footmen. Massive chunk. And if we actually just have a look at the numbers there at the top left, you can see 14,000 Necrotics against 4,200. Well, it says heavy knights, but it's just team heavy knights because heavy knights was the first one on the list. But mostly, I suppose their team is actually footmen, and then they've obviously got all the different layers of stuff up there as well. So far they're just trickling through, but I think the Necrotics need to break through these layers before they can kind of regroup and gang up on that massive force inside of those walls just there. So the heavy knights are slowly having to fight more of a surface area of these Necrotics. Necrotics making more and more ground. And I suppose once they break through there, they could, if they're intelligent, just actually charge at the artillery, because that probably would be good for them, I think. You can see when our artillery is actually hitting there, it's causing massive devastation. Over here, another choke point, but that is actually just a second layer. First layer is still kind of holding for the time being. But then more importantly, have the Necrotics broken through on this right side? Oh my god, yes they have. They have broken through, all the archers are dead, and the catapults are now going down. So now there's a huge horde here to deal with. You can see they're not really using that entrance. Don't know quite why, if the map just isn't scripted. But yeah, they don't tend to use that entrance. But now the problem is the defenders, these ones here, can get flanked, and they're having to turn around without any defense now and getting overrun by these Necrotics, and these catapults are going down pretty quick. Whilst they dish out loads of damage, they need to be protected, otherwise they are going down. Now the archers have got to turn around as well, which means these heavy knights here also not getting the support they need. Archers have got to fight both ways now, and those archers are going to die so quick. Whilst the archers have got high DPS, they also have what looks like low HP. I think they just get one or two shotted by the Necrotics, which are coming in, wrecking the lines of defense. So many more and more coming in now, and the line of defenders here is getting completely overwhelmed. Now they've got to break through this next layer, and then this beast layer over here. It's going to be a really difficult layer to break through, or they can face the numbers, which is over here. Footmen, absolutely crazy amount of footmen here. If we put the stats on, you can see there at the top, we've got 11,000 attackers left and 3,000 defenders, but it doesn't take into account the quality of defenders because there's a lot of dragons and stuff like that up there as well, so got to bear that in mind. It's a bit like a movie, really. It is really like a movie. Something out of Lord of the Rings. Whoa, you can see the massive hordes there of the attackers coming in. We actually just go back to this mode. So you can see this choke point is now under threat. However, this is a really tough choke point to break through because not only you got 2 groups of archers, 2 groups of catapults, and these heavy knights as well. So this is a really tough area to crack. However, the Necrotics are completely devastating things in here. So once they've cleared this, they should be able to just regroup and focus their force all the way through here. Over on this side, everything is dead. They seem to be a little bit confused about what to do here. Do they want to actually go in there and fight, or actually just going to attack head on in this area? Looks like going to attack head on. There's so many dead bodies. I've got that infinite dead body thing on again, so I wonder how many piles of dead bodies we are going to see. You can see the ground is raised. I suppose imagine you are one of these guys and you're facing against this. What do you do? I'd probably be running up there with the dragons. I mean, if your orders are to stay down here back in those days, what do you do, man? Huge devastation being caused to the defenders here. But if we have a look at the numbers now, we are actually below 10,000 attackers now. 9.8k versus 2k. Basically a ratio of 1 to 5. However, got to remember we have got the dragons to break through and the golden knights as well. So will they be able to overrun now? So whilst that fight's going on, we'll just have a little look over the wall, see what's going on here. We've got all the Necrotics now focusing their force all the way through here. Now this is a really, really tough choke point, like I said before. But slowly but surely, looks like they are making some ground. But have they got the numbers to keep backing this up? That is the question. A lot of them have died so far. Slowly but surely, the Necrotics are making ground, but actually they've decided to flank. They've broken through another area and actually flanking the defenders now. So whilst they break these catapults apart, these heavy knights are not going to get as much support as they had before, and they're actually going to have to fight completely enclosed. The archers here are getting completely wrecked as well. Whilst that is happening, it looks like the Necrotics got the number advantage over here as well, taking a massive losses. Loads of archers dead there. Pretty much all of these archers dead too. We're going to be very, very soon. If we have another look at the numbers, 8,500 attackers left still. Are the defenders going to be able to deal with this? It looks like no, but just remember, we've got like 25 dragons, 30 golden knights. Will they account for a really decent kill-death ratio? Looking pretty grim for the defenders, I would say so far. But bear in mind, these here, really efficient as well. But are they giving like a 5-to-1 ratio in terms of kills? I'd probably say no, especially when they get the complete surround on by these Necrotics. However, the Necrotics are now pushing up this hill. Gonna have to now defend with these archers on the hill. But the thing is, the Necrotics taking so much damage before they go down. They're taking several arrows to the face. And then the archers just go down so easy when the Necrotics are on top of them. These ones here on the ledge, will they go down? Even just this one here is causing devastation. Another 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. all arriving on that little ledge, and these archers are all completely getting wrecked. So down here now, everything completely leveled and everything completely wrecked. Here the Necrotics have absolutely leveled the whole army. Over there is completely clear. So now all that remains is the final defense. If we put cinematic mode, the text back on, the UI back on, we can see these Necrotics now taking a run up here. But now they're going to face off against the dragons. I don't know how efficient these dragons are going to be. I'm going to guess pretty efficient. You see there, the Necrotics just got one-shotted by the dragon. But also these archers as well are going to be able to deal damage before they even get here. So these dragons doing immense damage. You see there's one shot on every single one. But the thing is, there's so many attackers left. Will these dragons be able to hold? I don't think I've seen one dragon go down yet, which is positive for the defenders. Archers are nice and protected. But the Necrotics are not relaying on the, not laying off the pressure. We've seen any dragons go down yet? I don't think we have. But the thing is, once these numbers continue and continue and continue, will these dragons eventually fade and lose their HP? I have no doubt they have a crazy amount of HP. However, how much damage is each Necrotic doing? The dragons are taking damage slowly. And the thing is, the Necrotics haven't even brought their full force yet. You can see massive numbers coming now. Are we going to see our first dragon fall? Enemy numbers still 8,000 remaining, but it's looking pretty good for the defenders so far. It all depends on how much these dragons have got in them, and so far it's looking pretty decent. I mean, with only 160-ish defenders left and 8,000 attackers, it's looking pretty like the pressure is all going to be on the dragons. But then they've got the Golden Knights to take down as well. The Golden Knights no doubt are going to be strong, but how strong exactly? But the problem is now the numbers here are so great, the dragons can't handle them all at the same time. So the dragons are taking a beating. Question is, how much HP do the dragons have left? So far, not even a single dragon has gone down. But there are so many more attackers remaining. I don't think the Necrotics quite care yet. As long as the dragons do eventually go down, it's probably what they care about. And also when they get the surface area on these dragons, when they break in a little bit more. But also they're getting in and actually taking down some of the archers here. The archers not taking down these Necrotics in time. So many Necrotics now on some of these dragons. Like that one there, the kind of yellow one. I haven't seen one dragon fall though. We've got 7.7k attackers left, so the pressure is on really. The attacking numbers have lost 13k so far. There's going to be a huge pile of bodies here soon though. Is that going to cause an issue? Probably say yes eventually. Because sometimes if the bodies actually get stacked that high, then the defending force might not even be able to hit what they want to hit. Have we even even seen one dragon go down? I don't think we have. So many units coming up. So many. I mean, unless one dragon goes down soon, it's looking pretty grim for the attackers. But there is still a hell of a lot to come yet. I think these numbers are getting thicker as well. This line of them is getting thicker. The pressure is on these dragons still to not fall. There's so many units remaining. More coming from that direction. The more through here. Oh my god. See, there's still a hell of a lot. So is even one dragon gonna fall? Ooh, we have a dead dragon. Wow, we have 2 dead dragons. This is gonna be a close one. I'm not decided now. Now those 2 dragons have gone down, I'm not quite sure who is gonna get this one. It also depends if the Necrotics fight all of the dragons or not. I think they probably are, by the way it looks like they're attacking that one. But you see now there's so many on one here, all dishing out damage at the same time. I think the dragons will fall slightly quicker now. This one here has got to be pretty low. How many dragons are down? I think it's 2, isn't it? 2 dragons are down? Are we going to see any more dragons go down? Because it did take a hell of a lot for them first 2 to go down. I think it was 2. The problem is that stack of bodies. That might actually become an issue in terms of actually getting on that wall. So many more Necrotics to come up and have a swipe at those dragons, and possibly eventually then those knights, if they even make it that far. Though that's the point here. Are they going to be able to make it that far? The stack of bodies here is absolutely insane, but we are seeing the dragons slowly go down. We have a look at the numbers again. 6.5k versus 151 defenders. Of which the defenders are all here. But the question is, how strong are those bad boys? These can be like the 30 kings of the worlds or something like that. And if they go down, they fall to the Half-Life 2 Necrotics. We have another dragon down. Still so many to come, and you can see his arrows. Are they actually killing anything, those arrows, though? Well, they're doing damage because of blood here. Are they killing anything is the question. There's a few bits of blood here and there, but I don't actually know if they're killing anything. But pile of dead bodies is still mounting up. I mean, make it. I mean, if it goes any higher, they'll probably be able to chill on top of here. So many bodies. However, these archers now are going down very quick, and the Necrotics, I think, are going to get the full surround on these dragons. If we have a look at the numbers, 5,000 versus 67, I think the Necrotics might be doing it here. Depends how long they spend fighting these dragons. I mean, are they going to wait until every dragon's dead before they move on to the Golden Knights? Potentially. That dragon there is going to fall next, surely, because it's just so surrounded. Is that dragon one shot on him? I think sometimes it's taking 2 shots, isn't it? Oh no, it is. It's killed every single one there. That dragon remains for now. I don't think it has much HP. We could actually become that dragon if we wanted to. Let's become the dragon. We can see the HP. Let's go and chill. With the Dark Knights. With the Golden Knights, rather. I'm going to guess that I actually can't fly. Gonna assume that. So, that dragon has decided to retreat. I think he's got a better chance there anyway because it's another choke point rather than just getting surrounded there. See if that makes any difference. So far, the defenders have 55 units left against 4,600 attacking Necrotics. Yellow dragon. I think that must mean he's low HP, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there's just so many units now. These dragons are getting completely surrounded. So whilst the kill death ratio in the beginning was looking absolutely insane, now the Necrotics have brought their full numbers up here. This is looking very, very difficult. I can't see any way these two dragons are going to get out of this alive. I think they are going to go down. How many monsters will they take down with them? Is the question. And how good are these Golden Knights going to be? It's going to be inevitable. The Golden Knights are going to have to fight. Only one dragon remains besides the one we rescued. Oh, baby. Things are going to go down now. This is going to get real gruesome. This is the final wave of a defense. But one dragon remaining. Definitely has a better chance there. He's gone yellow. I think that means he's below 50% HP, it must mean. But eventually these Golden Knights are going to have to help. I would say probably best fight with the dragon rather than let the dragon fight and then fight alone. You're probably best fighting together. Last dragon falls. Now the Golden Knights are in action. Several Necrotics just getting thrown off here. Are any Golden Knights gonna fall though? I don't know how quite strong these are. I'm guessing like double or triple the heavy knights, but so far looking absolutely insane. This thrust action when they're actually throwing them back is launching them off here. Actually some of them are just landed in the air. I haven't seen one Golden Knight go down just yet. I don't know how strong these are. However, there's still an amazing amount of Necrotics. See the bodies flying off the edge. Absolutely crazy scenes. I think we can see some Golden Knights on the floor, though. You can see there in yellow, some of them have fallen. Three down. but there is still 4,000 attacking forces remaining, looking pretty gruesome. The Golden Knights are slowly falling now. I think the attacking force might be able to do it. Gonna be close. As the battle rages on, how many of these Golden Knights do we have remaining? I think we're going to have to do some fast forward action. We're going to press P, makes it in 2 times speed. Will the Golden Knights be able to defend? There's still streams of them coming. I don't think they're going to be able to hold, you know. Almost down to probably half of the Golden Knights. Again, I don't know what yellow one means. I'm going to assume it's either a bug or it means they're on low HP. I find it weird that one would be on low HP though, not these front ones. Still so many units to fight. So many, but I think they have all grouped up now. I think they are all here. Are there any still down here? Doesn't look like it anymore. That is literally it. All of these. Wow. All of these. All the way up here, all of these to fight these remaining Golden Knights. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's still looking a pretty hard task. Even if the Golden Knights wanted to bail and run behind them, they can't because they would just fall into the mound of bodies and more necrotics. Another fall. The fall animation or whatever you call it. Actually quite a few stuck on the wall there. We actually have a look on the walls. Only 2,800 left. It's going to be a close call, and I suppose if you got all these here, are they gonna Are they going to contribute to a loss if they do lose? I mean, it's only small numbers in comparison to how many there were. But the more they keep getting bashed off, I mean, there's 32 knights remaining if you look at the top left. There must have been, maybe there was 50 golden knights. I thought there was only 30 to start with. Maybe there was 50. Golden knights are slowly going down though. You can see multiple bodies now. The line of them was to like here before. Clearly taking a bit of a beating. There's still so many to get through. So many to get through. Okay then, so we are now down to the final golden knight, and there is still a hell of a lot of necrotics. But that said though, oh, I was gonna say he probably could still do it. How many remaining? 512 necrotics. That was awfully close. I did not know it was going to go that close. Absolutely mental. Did have to fast forward there for a hell of a long time because this battle was going for so long. But you can see just by the dead bodies how strong the actual golden knights were, not to mention the dragons over here as well. One absolutely epic battle. I know this was a long one, but hopefully you enjoyed this one. Absolutely mental. GG. Well played to the monster necrotics from Half-Life 2. Let me know if you enjoyed this one and let me know what you'd like to see in the next one. And peace out. GG.